All right, so it hit me. I'm getting goosebumps right now. It hit me yesterday. So I'm like, yo, you know what's crazy? Everybody always focusing on the shadow aspect of negativity, like it's not contrast to everything, right? So it's like, wait a minute, why is that always focused on that to have you think, well, when you go into the darkness and it's negative, it's because the contrast reality is the real essence. So when we look at universe, what do you see? You see space, right? You see darkness, the ultimate darkness. There's no darkness bigger than the space, right? So even when they sell you on the idea that you're going into the darkness of evil and all this, they're selling you that on the value that is created. So this means if you go and you give your energy to that side, you're feeding that wolf. So ultimately, yeah, your demise will be a hellish ending. It'll be a hellish ending because I'm creating that for you as far as a form of understanding for darkness. So you thinking, yeah, I'm dark, going to hell, da 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 da. Yeah, that has a contrast to it because the space is all darkness and ether is darkness and everything comes out of that. The light comes out of the darkness. That has nothing to do with going into a dark place. You see what I'm saying? Or being in a dark place inside of you. You see what I'm saying? So to understand these principles, you have to be more aware of the fact that the demon aspect needs you to know that, yeah, this negative over here because it's dark. Because you're going that way. You believe that. But if you take that back and contrast, take everything back that they put in the universe and contrastal aspect, take it back and give it to the name of the divine and watch him show you what that really was. You see what I'm saying? Like you can have darkness. Darkness is not evil. It's just a contrast to light. You see what I'm saying? So you have the contrast to light. You can go in there and you have to go in there anyway to bring forth light. So through your shadow is when you're going to bring forth more light anyway. So you can't be sitting there mad at this. This is my shadow. That's me right there. That's my 45-degree angle. I'm standing directly in light. It's a shadow on the floor. That's from my feet right behind me. It's a shadow. I can see my legs right there. 45 degrees. I'm standing in the light. My shadow lay flat. It is my universe. It's the universe behind me, and behind my shadow is a whole planetary system, moleculic. And you know what they call me? Divine. You know what I'm saying? Me knowing that, I give them that energy of life, me shining that through them. You know what I mean? We got to be mindful. I'm not going to keep going over here tampering and dealing with the negative and then tell myself, yeah, this is evil. No, that's stupid. Why would I do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm going to stay away from that. But I'm going to create my universe straight out of the ether. You see what I'm saying? You have to, if you're going to take these knowledges and understand, separate them and understand what they is. And some of them, you're going to have to separate them yourself. You're going to have to work them out yourself to figure out the indifference. Otherwise, you're going to be like, yo, wait a minute. This ain't. Yeah, and it's easy to have you wash down that river too, like just jump in that boat with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Sidebar, everything really don't got darkness with them. You know what I'm saying? They don't have the ether around them. So what they want to do is inhabit yours. But when you a non-body force of light and you're trying to come into somebody's darkness to make yourself a part of their new world, you know what I'm saying? What happens is you just float, and you float real slow because time and existence don't work with you. So it takes a long time for them to penetrate your darkness. So you got to understand, you're giving them light by giving them understanding. If you speak to the value, you're giving them placement in your universe. That's why you don't do it. You don't speak to it. You don't give it power. You don't tell it it did you dirty or none of that, because you're giving that negative energy a place in your universe. You need to keep your universe pure darkness in the brightest sun. So anything coming there, it gets blinded. It gets blinded in there. It can't come in there because it's too bright. You know what I'm saying? The darkness is the shield that's around it because it's the shadow. All of us come out of darkness. When you came out the womb, there was no lights in there. You know what I'm saying? Like divine don't make no mistakes. He replicates everything that he does in the function that goes down. He doesn't have to make magic and say, create. I'm gonna create you, I'm gonna create. No, what happens is he's like, I'm gonna create everybody. He ain't gonna do that. What he gonna do is he gonna keep sending the same energy pulse. That's perfection. From the start, he gonna send it out one time, bang, and it's gonna keep going. Infinity, non-stop. He's not sitting around there like, hey, today I'm gonna make me a turkey sandwich and put some cheese on it. Like, he ain't doing that. He sent it out one time. It just keeps going and keeps going. What happens is other things don't have a tether to this reality. They don't have a tether to the power, so they have to make themselves powerful. The only way they can make themselves powerful, like if you exist in that line of energy that shoots straight through, that means you are part of the divine. No matter where you at in existence, you on that line of existence. You know what I'm saying? You staying right there. But things outside of that, things that might have been, created off of the spark. Like, oh, I'm here, but I don't have the power, and I have to get into the spark. No, you're never gonna get in the spark because you came off the value of the action just happening. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, how do I get inside of there? And what you do is you try to vampire it. You try to come and go, I'm gonna get in there. Nah, and the only thing you gotta do is look at it like, wait a minute, you ain't even a part of. No, you can't eat in here. This sign says not for your people. You got to do it like that. You got to keep it 100 and stay on the golden road. Low eccentric. Don't let me get off task. But this is the reality. Like, it hit me like a bolt of lightning, like boom, like yo, Divine said, yo, that is the golden road. That is the golden road, my friend. Divine said, understand, that is the golden road connected to everything to dimension for everybody, my friend. Yo, let me chill out. Yo, I'm just bugging right now. But look, this is the reality. Once you understand that connection, if y'all vibing with me, you on the golden road. I ain't got to be telling everybody. People going to say stuff. People like, yo, I don't care. I ain't looking for nobody validation. I'm Gucci. I'm all the way Gucci. You know tell you why? Because it worked. It worked for me. And it's going to work for everybody else who in divine energy. You know what I'm saying? So you can hate. You know what I'm saying? You can create, you can alleviate, you can elaborate, whatever you want to do. I got faith. We flowing. Open up your wings, yo, and fly down here. Hey, yo, I remember I had a dream one day. It was crazy. It felt so real. You could not tell me that this dream wasn't real. I told my homeboy too. I was like, yo, I was with somebody, but it was me watching what was going on, but I was there, right? And it was like I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember how my hands felt holding the metal thing riding up the corridor. It's like we got to the top of the mountain, I jumped off, and then my wings came out, and I was like floating, like, and I'm flying through the city, like dipping and dodging, and I'm like, it's like buildings, but it's like snow everywhere, so I'm like flying through the city, like flying through the buildings, and I go up real high, and my wings is out like this, and I come land back on the mountain. It was like, yo, how you do that? I was like, I wings, yo. It was like, yo, that nigga crazy, man. Crazy as a dream. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you feel this value. Like when I woke up, I felt swift. I felt like I could do anything. I could move, you know what I'm saying? Like in a different energy. So I don't know. I felt the need to tell y'all that. Maybe somebody need to hear that right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't let nothing hold you back. Okay. What it is. You already know the vibes. NAGA.